This presentation from West Coast Recaps on National Sports Radio is presented by Spreaker.com. Sorry about that. That was a little technical difficulties. Well, anyways, let's start the show real quick. We're going to start with NCAA college football. This is West Coast Recaps, and I'm Eli Lesser. We are going to start with college football today. Sorry for a little scuffling. This is maybe the most upsetting week of college football I've ever seen. Pretty much all the top 10 ranked teams fell out of it, but I'll get you to the scores in a sec. The first major upset was Arizona beating the second-ranked Oregon in Oregon. Marcus Mariota cannot score enough as Arizona beat Oregon 31-24. Louisville creamed Syracuse in Syracuse. Utah State beat the 18th ranked BYU, a huge upset, 35-20 in favor of Utah State. Another big upset in UCLA. It came down to one field goal, and UCLA could not pull through. Utah beat UCLA at the Rose Bowl 30-28. Florida beat Tennessee 10-9 in a close game in Tennessee. Now, this game, the odds were not in my favor, but I maybe predicted something right for once. Thank you. I know. I actually predicted something right for the first time. Thank you. Means a lot. Well, anyways, if you were curious what I was talking about, Mississippi State beat Texas A&M. Texas A&M is the 6th ranked team. Mississippi State is the 12th ranked team. The odds were never in Mississippi State's favor because their last 5 matchups against teams in the top 10, they have lost all 5 of them. But no, I predicted this right. Sorry for flipping out, but this was my prediction. It's all about me right here. Let's get that applause one more time. Sorry. Gotta get that out. Thank you, America. Okay, well, moving on. East Carolina, maybe to me, the one ranked team that actually won a game. East Carolina, the 22nd ranked team, beat SMU. Oklahoma State in Oklahoma beat Iowa State 37-20 in a nice game there. Marshall trying to get themselves ranked. They beat Old Dominion 56-14. But is that enough to get them ranked? We'll see later. Ohio State beat Maryland 52-24 in Maryland. Ohio State coming into the week is 20th. Would they raise with all the other upsets? Indiana beat North Texas. Indiana won at home 49-24. Clemson creamed NC State 41-0. Is that enough to get them into the rankings? We'll see. First ranked team Florida State creamed Wake Forest 43-3. Florida State is now 5-0. Baylor beat Texas in Texas 28-7. Baylor, 7th ranked team. Will they go up in the rankings? We will see. Oklahoma lost to TCU. Oklahoma was the 4th ranked team. TCU was the 25th ranked team. It was 37-33 in favor of TCU at home. Another big upset, Northwestern, a non-ranked team, beat the 17th ranked Wisconsin 20-14. Now this game wasn't an upset because it was 2 ranked teams that were pretty close. Notre Dame beat Stanford 17-14. Stanford was the 14th team. Notre Dame was the 9th ranked team, so nothing really was a shocker there. Another one of those huge shockers. I didn't necessarily predict this, but I did say it'd be a close game. Ole Miss, the 11th ranked team, beat the 3rd ranked team Alabama 23-17. I wonder where Alabama will be in the rankings after that. I know Ole Miss will finally crack the top 10. Georgia, 13th ranked Georgia at home, beat Vanderbilt 44-17. Besides the UMass game, will Vanderbilt ever win? I wish they were as good as their baseball team. Big SEC ranked matchup. Auburn, number 5, beat LSU in Auburn 41-7. Rutgers beat Michigan 26-24. What happened to Michigan? Is it all about their coach? I definitely think so. I think they should get rid of him and start rebuilding. Virginia, team that definitely surprised me. They're 4-2 now after they beat Pittsburgh at home 24-19. Another ranked upset. Arizona State beat the 16th ranked USC at USC 38-34. Crazy game. Arizona State should definitely be ranked, and USC will probably fall out of the rankings now. I know this isn't any ranked teams, but South Carolina, they were 13th in the beginning of the season. Now they are out of it and didn't even receive a vote in my rankings. They are now 3-3 as they fell to Kentucky, 45-38 in Kentucky. Nebraska fell to the 19th ranked Nebraska fell to the 10th ranked Michigan State, 27-22 in Michigan. And finally, Cal Berkeley beat in a very close game, a comeback win actually. They beat Washington State 60-59. Very close game and a comeback as Cal Berkeley pulled ahead. Let's look at these WAC rankings. I mean, everything had to change. Florida State is still number 1. They were maybe the one top 5 team besides Auburn to win. I mean, this is crazy. What happened to the top 25? Everything's whack now. We will see everything later. Auburn is 2nd. They rose 3 spots. They were 5th last week. Mississippi State, my pick. Thank you, LA. Yes, Mississippi State is now 3rd. Ole Miss is also actually tied for 3rd. But Mississippi, actually, they have the same amount of votes. So it's going straight to the 5th team, Baylor. They were 7th last week. Notre Dame was 9th last week. Alabama was 3rd last week, and they're now 7th. Michigan rose 2 spots up. They were 10 last week. TCU went from 25 to 9 in 1 week. Great job, TCU. Now, not ranked. These guys weren't even ranked in the head of the week. Arizona is now ranked, and they are in the top 10 already. They are number 10 exactly. They weren't even ranked last week. They did receive a lot of votes, and I did say this Arizona team was going to do well. So let me hear it one more time. Thank you. Thank you, LA. Thank you. Okay, let's go back to the rankings. Sorry about that. Oklahoma's 4th last week. They are now 11th. Oregon, 2nd last week, and they are now 12th. Georgia stays the same as 13th. Texas A&M was 6th last week. They are now 14th. Ohio State rose up 5 spots. They were 20th last week. They are now 15th. Oklahoma State rose 5 spots. They were 21st last week. They're now 16th. Kansas State rose 6 spots. They're now 17th. Poor UCLA. My Bruins dropped 10 spots, and they are now the 18th spot. But they're still ranked, unlike USC, let me tell you. Well, anyways, East Carolina, 4-1. They are now 19th. They were 22nd last week. Arizona gets back in the rankings after beating my least favorite team in the whole entire world, the USC Trojans. Actually, to be honest, it's a nice school. I will say that. Nebraska is 21st now. They were 19th last week after that lost. Georgia Tech was not ranked, and now they are in the rankings. They're 22nd. Mizzou, one of my favorite SEC teams, were 24th last week. They're now 23rd. Utah enters the rankings after beating my Bruins. No, but I would give it to them. That was a good game, and they are now 24th. Stanford is the 25th team. They just missed out on being in the... they just missed out on getting out of the rankings. The people that dropped out were LSU, they were 15th, USC, which were 16th, Wisconsin, they were 17th, and BYU, they were 18th. When we come back, we will have football and the playoffs, the MLB playoffs, after the break.
Your presentation of national sports is brought to you by Spreaker.com. Broadcast and listen to news, radio, and music with one low monthly rate. Your show will be right back after this word from your local stations. You can contact National Sports in a number of ways, through Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter with the label National Sports. We love to have you guys a part of our show and can easily join us also through text or call. You're listening to the National Sports radio station on Spreaker.com.
I know sometimes things may not always make sense to you right now, but hey, between us I don't see us ever being together. It'll be alright, right, everything's gonna be alright. Stiffen at a bullet pump, little lady, I told ya, daddy's here to hold ya through the night. I know mommy's not here right now.
Welcome to West Coast Recaps. That is a sad song by Eminem. It is called Mockingbird. All about the drama that happened in his family, but it's a beautiful song. It makes me cry every time. Well, anyways, let's go to the playoffs. I almost cried for the game 1 of the Dodgers, which I actually did. But let's start from the top of the playoffs, the wild card game. A 12-inning wild card game between the Royals and the A's. The Royals come out for their home crowd and win 9-8. Frazier got the win, and Otero got the loss. Brandon Moss, even though his team didn't win, he did hit 2 home runs. Top performers of that game, Brandon Moss went 2-for-5 with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs and 2 runs. Eric Hosmer went 3-for-4, an RBI, 2 runs, and a triple. Lorenzo Cain went 2-for-6 with the double, 2 RBIs and 2 runs and a stolen base. Let's go to the National League wildcard game. I was crying through this one because I'm a huge Dodger fan, and to see the Giants win, especially because I like the Pirates too, because my mom used to like the Pirates. It was a long story. But 8-0 in Pittsburgh for their home crowd. They could not pull it out. Giants beat them with Bumgarner on the mound. Volquez got the loss, Bumgarner got the win, and Brandon Crawford hit a home run. Bumgarner was the top performer for that game by far. He pitched a complete game, 10 Ks, and no earned runs. Brandon Crawford went 1-for-5 with the home run, and Brandon Belt with the walk-off, with the go-ahead in the... Actually, no, he just hit a late-inning seed. But he went 2-for-3, 3 RBIs, and a run. Let's go to Thursday night's games. Playoffs started. Orioles in Game 1 creamed the Tigers 12-3 in Baltimore. Tillman got a win, and Scherzer got the loss. There's a lot of home runs in this game. Actually, all the runs from the Tigers offense.